Man, way to start the trip off. I was gonna put the cover on, but I think it's a little too late now. So it's about 3 o'clock on Saturday. And we need to head to Wheeler. Bassmaster stop number 6, I believe, is this week. You know, Wheeler's a neat lake, and we'll talk about it on the way. It's been probably 10 years since I've fished there, but I've done really well over the years. I think 4th, 3 or 4 times. I actually had a chance to win a tournament. I'll tell you that story when we get in the car. It's a really great story. But yeah, about a 12-hour drive. We're gonna stop somewhere in between. I'm gonna actually be doing a little research. We may do a little fishing trip somewhere tomorrow for a few hours. Private lake, something, I don't know, we gotta figure it out. But that's it, guys. So I'm gonna take you guys along. Travel vlog is starting right now. Matt and Canterbury will leave tomorrow. And I'm excited about it, man. It's gonna be great. Offshore time of the year, transition time of the year, big crankbaits, big spoons, hair jigs, football jigs, big worms. Let's go.
Are we going?
We're going.
All right. Oh, shoot.
That was Life Fest. So you're driving first?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Gotta watch the Panthers game at 8 o'clock. So
8 o'clock?
past 8 o'clock, you're driving.
We can put the iPad right here, this little area,
Good.
and watch it. It'll be good.
Shouldn't be distracted driving, though.
Oh, we gotta get depth fluid.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
Lose a fin?
You know, I think I can catch some smallmouth this week. Wheeler has actually some pretty darn good smallmouth in it, dude. We're here at the north end of Okeechobee. Give you a quick little update on the lake. Lake's about 12.75, so 12 3/4, which is a good level to get a little recruitment of some vegetation back. We need to go a little bit lower, so hopefully it'll spur some more growth. But our biggest concern is, what's the lake going to do if we get hit with a hurricane or 2? Does the lake go to 16, 17, or 18 feet? That's our biggest concern, you know, getting the lake too high and drowning out everything. But the fishing's been really good. We had a really good frog bite happening, still probably happening pretty good. With the water coming down, what happens is all the fish pull out of the marshes and they get to the outside edge of the lake. So you can go around flipping like jigs and stuff in the cattails. You can throw you know, swim jigs in the morning. It's a really, really fun bite. And so if any of y'all want something to do, out for school right now, want to come down here to Okeechobee, the fishing's darn good. And then the Everglades canals are real good as well. And so you can spend a little time down there doing the bass. And the same thing happens, the water drops out of the canals and the bass really go crazy. So all in all, the fishing's been awesome. So we'd love to have you guys come down to Clewiston and hang out with us here at our marina. We've done a lot of changes to the marina as well. We've got out a bunch of paintbrushes and a bunch of new wood, and we remodeled the tackle shop. We did a bunch of things. So love for you guys to come hang out with us and spend some time there in Clewiston. It's an awesome little place to enjoy. That's Reaction Innovation Vixen. That's the new Vixen. The old Vixens, which I found in my garage. I was cleaning out my garage, organizing stuff, and I was selling a few things on eBay. And I was digging through this box of stuff, and I found Vixens, the original Vixens. A couple black ones, like 4 of them, all the best colors. And I was like, I wonder what those are worth. I went on eBay. One of them was $400. The other ones were like $300. Between the 4 baits, almost $1,200 between these right here. Now this is the new style right here. This is only like 20 bucks. But the old ones are worth some jack. And I'm gonna try this, some crazy thing. I always like to try and experiment. It's a pre-rigged swim bait. And what you do on this deal, you throw it on those ledges. I don't know if this one's gonna work or not, but throw it on the ledges and you burn it real fast and then kill it, and then burn it and kill it, and so it shoots up at the bottom and falls. But if this tracks correctly, it's good because it'll shoot off the bottom and then track down. Boom. And a lot of times you can trigger those fish because in the summertime when you're fishing those ledges, all you're trying to do is get them to react. You get one or two to react and they'll all bite for a minute, and then you can boom, you can catch a lemon. So now I do need to put an order in. So guys, if y'all are at HQ, send, that's all I need, black and blue. Just send a whole bunch to my house, please, because I'm out. Every time I stop at a tackle shop, I have to buy more. And he said, y'all sold a bunch of these, huh?
Oh yeah, we've been selling them a lot.
Yeah. He said we've been running these. Okay, they just got like 4 more packs in, so I never pass these up. You know, for me, it's like this time of the year, summertime, ledge fishing tournaments, it's the one time of the year that you can kind of get a little tricky with your lures. And what I mean by that is like trying a different type of top water, trying a different type of swim bait, because everybody's for the most part fishing the same ledges, the same little spots where these fish are, and they're seeing a lot of the same baits, so they get a little conditioned. So a top water comes through there that sounds a little different than most of what everybody's throwing, or a crankbait's doing something a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So I actually spend probably more money on tackle this time of the year, just buying off the wall stuff like voodoo shads or different kinds of top waters, just to. But it pays off. My wife's always on to me. She's always like, "You bought more tackle? What did you do that for?" And I'm like, "They're tools, right? Lures are tools. Sometimes I don't need that tool. I think I do, but I don't need it this tournament. But that tool may work at another tournament. So it's like I bought stuff a year ago that I ended up blasting them and almost win a tournament a year later, and I'm like, I'm sure glad I brought those. We play guess the total game. We could do like guess the total of what it's going to be, and then they win a prize. Let's do it! Let's do it! That was Hulk Hogan, dude. I've had a lot of people pull up to my truck over the years. That was freaking Hulk Hogan, dude. Like straight up Hulk Hogan. Or I gotta message him on Instagram. That's freaking cool. Dude, that was, I looked over, I was like, that's Hulk Hogan. He's like, good, go ahead, brother. That was, did you get that on video?
A little bit, yeah.
That was freaking Hulk Hogan, dude. You know, I've met him one time before, actually. I actually hung out with him. We did. Back, I can't tell the story because no, I'm just kidding. Nothing weird. But he was working for FLW back in the day. Like he did a little promotion for FLW, and we had this big meeting and stuff. He might not even remember. I'm sure he remembers doing the FLW stuff, but I'm sure he doesn't remember me. But that was cool. I've always been a Hulk Hogan fan. He's awesome. I'm gonna message him on Instagram, see if we can put together a fishing trip. Dude, that's freaking Hulk Hogan, bro. He was like, he even did like the fishing thing. He was like, you know, he went like this, like fishing, like he wants to go fishing. Like I said, I met him a long time ago. He probably doesn't remember, but that was cool. That was really cool. You know, in my age, like Hulk Hogan and that whole wrestling thing was a big deal. I mean, like, you don't remember Hulk Hogan being active.
No, not active, but I know.
Like, I was there. Like, when I was a kid, like, he was just starting out. Like, I remember Hulkamania. Really? Like, I used to pretend like I was a wrestler, dude. Really? Like, yes. We were the Midnight Express. Me and my buddy, we did tag team wrestling matches on the trampoline. We made, like, cardboard belts. Seriously, dude. And we did Hulkamania contests. And I was Midnight Express. I can't remember the two guys' names, but I was one of the guys on Midnight Express. And we'd run across and tag each other, jump back on the thing. All right, so we're also sitting here. We got this. John, what's your name?
They call me Walter. Beyond
What's up, bro?
Reels.
What's up, bro?
Nice to meet you, man.
So I asked him if he was from like Stewart area, but you're down in Miami, right?
Down in Miami with the Fort Pill area code.
All right, so check it out. Y'all do catering, I guess, right?
I do heavy catering. I'm all over the world.
All over? Really?
Well, anywhere you call me, I'm coming.
Well, we'll have to talk, man, because we got a couple things that we might be able to use you for.
I tell you what, we'll get
Cool.
the car. I want you guys to taste this sauce. I made 5 different sauces, bro. 5 different sauces. You will never ever taste that until you see me again, brother.
That's real good. Real good.
I make 5.
That's real good. It's got the perfect amount of heat too.
Walter,
right?
Yes, sir.
Walter's got it going on.
Beyond all smoke reels, man. We go around. I go from Miami to New York cooking, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just coming back from up north, going back home.
Damn.
That's what I do. I travel.
Damn.
I got restaurants, but I don't like sitting in. I like to get out on the road. If I'd been sitting in a restaurant right now, I'd never met you.
That's right.
This is why I like riding around, bro.
That's right. If I would have been driving that, I would have met Hulk Hogan.
That's right.
He was like, "Oh, baby!" I was like, "What the world?" Hulk Hogan,
bro.
I was like,
Hey.
I rolled the window down, I heard, I was like, I said, it's probably another fan, you know, that's cool.
Yeah.
Look, I'm like, he go, "Hey, brother." I'm like,
Wow,
oh my
man.
gosh, dude.
Man. Well, you got moment where I want to turn back around and go back and finish cooking.
I know.
Because that's where we just leaving from down here, man. That thing is jam-packed.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't want to follow and make him think I'm weird. I didn't him on Instagram. I met him a long time ago, actually. But he might not remember it. But maybe he does.
He just sent me not too long ago. That was the day before yesterday. He just sent me something on my Facebook, on my Beyond All Smoke Real. We got a couple more shows coming up. We got one in Alabama and one in South Carolina.
Okay.
You want me to come up there and cook for you?
Good. Yeah.
I can smell it.
Oh, yeah.
This
It's
the
so good you don't want
mothership
to clean it because that's where all the flavor comes from.
right here. This is the mothership, bro.
Good meeting you, man. Good luck with everything.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, man.
Good to meet you.
We are tired. I'm tired. It's like midnight. Made it about 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that. Interesting day so far. Putting all this up. This is the only unit. This is the 8600, which is a really good unit for the bow, for the fan optics. But the other ones popped right off. Okay. Units off at night. But here's the beauty. These things right here, this is the, I think they're 126 SVs, Echo Maps. They just plug right into this cradle and clips in. Done. I don't have any wires like to screw in. So when you pull up to a place like this, literally you can take 4 of these grabs off in less than a minute. That's important. And you can store them and save them and all that kind of stuff. So it's good stuff. You know, one thing that I wish they would, Garmin, if you're listening, this is my tip. As cool as this unit is right here, it's almost like an iPad in a way. Like when you take it apart like that. Well, the engineers should put a battery source, in this, where you can, turn this thing on like right now, and it would turn on. And it wouldn't have sonar, of course. This would just be so you could go through your map and look at your map and study your map like you do on your iPad, like I was in my truck. And then I just drop waypoints on my screen right here and do all the things I need to do management-wise here on my unit, sitting in the room, or I plug it into the wall or whatever. That would be cool, and that wouldn't be that hard. You can actually hook Wi-Fi to it, so you could do all your different things you needed to do, and then when you come out the next morning and you plug it in, it transfers it all to your units like it's supposed to. Done deal. We'll call that the SMC version. Okay, time to go to bed. You don't just leave in here?
Usually you're supposed to set up a desk downstairs.
I ain't never done that in my life. What'd they say? They told us to?
That's what you're supposed to do.
What book did you read that in?
It's like what they tell you to do.
Turn the keys in?
They have like a little slot.
Oh, I get like a fine or something. Charge you like $3 for that. How many of y'all do that? How many of y'all take y'all's keys when you leave. The little flat plastic ones, not a hard key. Little flat plastic credit card one. And take it back down to the desk. And then maybe everybody does that. Maybe I'm the odd one. I just leave them in there because the maids are gonna clean the room and then gather all the keys and hand them back down. Where are we eating breakfast? Buc-ee's.
Oh, what time is it? 9? 12:30?
So it's a race. It's a race. It's a race. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. 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 Go, go, go. And 2 elevators at the same time. Who's gonna win? I think he's got me. I think it's open for like splits. No. This one actually opened quicker.
Mine stopped at 2 for some reason.
I won. Huh? Where? Oh. Right here? What happens if you don't drop the key off?
Charge you $50.
That's what I thought.
I'm just kidding, we don't charge you.
Thank you.
Ah, she's still there. This is what's so nice about these things. Literally do that right there. Done. It's dangerous in there, dude. You can hurt yourself in there. They need a dang traffic cop in there, or a whatever you want to call it, because it's like people going. There's no. It's like a bowl of spaghetti in there, dude. Just people are everywhere, bro, in every direction. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to walk in there like. I came out of the bathroom one time and I felt like I was playing football, going through the line. You know?
We gotta walk in there, give them the raw experience of Buc-ee's.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. So, what was the thing that we got last time that you liked?
It was that Texas cheesesteak burrito, but I don't think it's a breakfast item.
Really?
I went in there one time and they didn't have it for breakfast.
We just got to eat better today because yesterday you were a terrible influence. He showed up yesterday. I don't know if it was made in the video, but he showed up with Cinnabons. He came to the truck with the Cinna. I couldn't turn it down. Oh, dude. Seriously? We've gone like 500 miles. Do you notice something wrong here?
Oh,
Do you notice something wrong here?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
That's probably not good. Yeah, the back straps probably aren't hooked up either, are they?
Don't tell people that. Are you serious?
I doubt they are.
Well, hey, I will say this. That's awful. But it shows you how great the trailers are made and how fitting they are to the boat. Because that thing hasn't moved an inch. Alright, let's go find some food at Buc-ee's.
82 Florida Invitation.
Yes.
And
Where?
in,
At Okeechobee?
Hopping off the car.
St. John's?
no,
Or probably Orlando?
November.
Yes.
And your mother was pregnant with you. And
It was 82. It would have been my sister. It would have been my sister. It would have been my sister. I was born in 75.
could be. Anyway, your dad left because she was having the baby. And he was late coming back the next morning. But he got in.
So my sister, Laura, that's right. She was born in 80.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she would have been born like 82. What's your name, sir?
Richard Jacks.
Pleasure to meet you.
I live in Orlando.
Do you really? Do you still fish out there quite a bit?
Well, I sold my bass boat.
Yeah.
And I got a private lake there with all the high expensive homes. And
Yeah.
I've got access to that.
That's a good one.
So we do prison ministry now all over.
Okay, very good. Very good. Now you were on the USS Midway, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
That was 3 aircraft carriers and 2 destroyers.
Really?
Vietnam, Israeli War.
Wow.
In 1976, I think, Israeli War.
Wow.
It was a 6-day war.
6-Day War. I remember. Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
I got orders to a carrier out of Norfolk. Everything was going to Vietnam. Hot and heavy.
Yeah.
And I got on that, it said report immediately, and I'd been in Washington D.C. and it left the next morning. And went over there the 4th day we were in the Mediterranean. The morning of the 5th day, about 1 o'clock in the morning, they lost 8 planes. They were somewhere and bombed the heck out of something.
Came back, they said, you're done.
And I had 5 shops I was in charge of.
Yep.
And the air boss said, I don't want anybody messing with my flight deck stuff. And you took that shop away from me. You know, nothing I could do about that. About a little over 2 o'clock in the morning, my division officer shaking my butt. Said, Chief, we need your help. The landing system's down, and the planes are coming back. And
Is that the thing that goes across to stop them?
No.
It was just the radar.
It's the thing that, with the lights on it that
Oh,
shows
yeah.
them where
Yes.
they're landing.
Yes.
Anyway, I went up there. They've been working on that thing for 3 hours. Couldn't get it up. For 5 minutes I had it going. The planes landed. And the next day was the last day of the war because it ended.
Yes. Wow. That's
I don't
great.
know what they did or where they bombed, but it must have made a difference.
That's great.
Anyway,
Hey, I've got a hat in my truck. Would you mind me giving it to you as a gift?
oh, that'd be great.
It's a Scott Martin Challenge hat. This isn't one here, is it?
No.
I'm gonna go grab it out of the truck. I'll be right back.
I've been keeping up with you.
All right, look good on you, but I want you to see if it fits. It should fit. It's a fitted hat. But try that hat and see if it fits you right.
How you doing?
good,
Man, I
buddy.
watch you on YouTube all the time.
Oh, what's your name?
Cole Frisbee.
Nice to meet you, dude.
We just got done fishing in Lake Chateau for the Bass Nation State
Oh,
Classic.
heck yeah.
We didn't do too hot, but
That's all right, man. You got there.
yeah, I seen your boat and your truck, and I was like, "There's no way these Scott Martins here."
Cool, bro. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. I watched
Where's your truck up in Georgia, right?
Sir?
Georgia?
Yeah, it's Georgia, North Carolina.
That's right. I've heard about that lake.
Yes,
Big
sir.
spots in
Yes,
there.
that's what won it.
Real clear water.
19.5 in spots, wasn't it?
Yeah. How's that hat fit? I think it looks like it fits you good.
It'll work, yeah.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah.
Is it too tight or too loose?
No, it's
Perfect.
Perfect.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
All right, he looks like
You
official.
guys-
Thank you, sir.
I
Pleasure
appreciate
meeting you. Thanks for sharing that story with me.
Yes.
Probably start having church at Buc-ee's. You know what I mean? Have a little service.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was a cool experience.
We get our Buc-ee's 4th of July shirts for the Bahamas. Oh, that's funny. It's like traffic jam.
For like sausage, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg,
Super sausage.
You want one of these?
Let's get some t-shirts.
They would have a. This was like, you know that feeling when you were a little kid and you were in the store with your mom, like a grocery store, and you were like mesmerized at something for a little bit, and your mom walks off and goes around the corner, and then you look, and you're like, panic sets in, you're like, where did she go? I'm lost in the store. That's the same feeling I have in here. Like I walked over there to get sour cream, dude, and I almost panicked because I couldn't find you. Like I didn't know where to go, bro. I was gonna go look in the bathroom, and it was like, that was even more chaotic. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, some dude busted his. Bam! They just ran into each other coming out of there. It's the chaos at Buc-ee's is real. But I did find sour cream and some salsa if you want some. But I'm ready to go, dude. I'm just kind of stressing me out here, to be honest with you. All right, thank you, man. Bye bye. All right. Seriously. It's Sunday. The only thing they're lacking, now that's actually pretty cool. I might get that for the keys. The only thing they're lacking in there is a Sunday service. That's for sure. Now these are cool. I should get one of these for the keys, dude. That actually would be good for the keys, for the beach.
Yeah.
Because it can be a fire pit and then also we can cook on it.
Yeah, it's like a cowboy.
Yeah. Problem is, where does all the ashes go? Right in the dirt? Like it would go in the
Yeah.
beach spot. That'd be kind of a
Or you
problem.
just put like a bucket or something.
Yeah,
Well, that probably
bucket
probably
would melt.
stuck in a corner, and then people like crowded around me. I about freaked out. Luckily, you're wearing that hat that I could see.
Yeah, I like Buc-ee's, but it is definitely a very unique experience. If you want to elevate your blood pressure and kind of, it's like going to the gym in there. You know, you got to be like on your toes. Like, it's not a relaxing. But I'll tell you, today this was a neat experience. I actually enjoyed meeting that old gentleman. I don't know how old the guy was, but obviously he was in Vietnam and he was in the 6-Day War, which is an unbelievable story. And he is the reason. Guys like that are the reason we're able to go out and do what we're doing today. Because without that guy, we wouldn't be sitting in this truck today in a free country going and enjoying what we do. And fishing and hunting and just living life. So the least I could do is give him a hat. It was awesome. Hope he wears it. I'd be kind of very proud actually to have him wear that hat, like at his little diner or something with his buddies, you know, because he wears that. I guarantee he needs to wear that, the hat, you know, that he has on.
Yeah, I bet you he wears that.
Is it Midway?
Midway, USS Midway.
Yeah. Which I've heard of that. Is that one in Mobile right now? There's a.
I don't know. It's a famous ship.
Midway.
Sure.
It's on display somewhere. Where is Midway? So far, this trip's been pretty cool. You know why? Because we've had several fan experiences, and they range from Hulk Hogan to a dude that was on the Midway on the 6-Day War. That's like epic, right? We went from Hulk Hogan to that dude. I see something very interesting. We've been going on these wrong roads, dude. That's Highway 27, bro. Right there. That is 27. The same 27 that goes through Clewiston. Yeah. Now we're back connected to Clewiston. It was somehow we drove all the way around. I don't even know which way. Now we're back on this road. That doesn't seem right. Highway 27 right here. Goes right through Clewiston. But you know, Highway 27 goes through several really great fishing places. All right, so here's a Q&A for you. Here's a little question for you. Highway 27 is where Clewiston is, obviously, where we live in Lake Okeechobee. Drop some comments and let me know what other famous, awesome bass fisheries Highway 27 goes right by. Drop a comment down below and let me know. You'll be actually surprised if you do a little research, follow 27 along, and you'll find some really cool fishing destinations. They're all connected. It's like the 27 Club. We're part of the 27 crew, you know? It's like a special little deal here. You know, back in the day when I fished FLW, we went to Wheeler. I don't know exactly how many times I've been to Wheeler. I'd have to look back at the database, FLW, which is now Major League Fishing. So what's funny is that all those stats and all those wins converted to Major League Fishing. So you can actually find my profile on MLF, even though I've never fished an MLF event other than FLW. So I know I finished 4th twice, and I feel like I had some other really high finishes. Wheeler's been good to me over the years, but you know, this was 10, 12, 15 years ago. And of course, this was all pre-live scope. This was your old school river fishing, ledges, you know, finding stumps. I remember actually, talk about technology. I was always the one that was trying to stay 1 or 2 steps ahead of everybody on the technology side. You know, I was one of the first ones to fully adopt to live scope, but back then we didn't have it. And what I did was I was utilizing, I remember one tournament, this was really smart. I was utilizing my front GPS to mark, I put the puck on the front of my boat, which gave me a very accurate position. So the waypoint would be at the front of the boat, not the back. And believe it or not, that wasn't something that a lot of people were doing back then. They were just not doing it that way. But the reason I did it that way is when I was going down the river ledge and I would find a stump that would go underneath my boat on 2D, or I'd catch a fish off a stump, I would trolling motor right to the stump and drop a waypoint. And then I would do that throughout the ledge, throughout the whole, you know, days of practicing. And then when I would be working my way up that ledge, and I knew I'd look at my waypoint on my screen, and the current's always coming, so you're going into the current. And I would highlight that waypoint, and it would say on the screen, like, you know, 100 feet So I got closer to say 90 feet, 80 feet, 70 feet, 60 feet. And then I'd start making a cast, you know, with a jig or whatever up towards that stump or towards that waypoint, which is a stump. So it was kind of like live scope fishing without seeing the actual structure, but using my waypoint, the dot on the screen, similar to what we're doing with live scope or anything like that. So it's kind of neat, and I actually did really well doing that way. The one tournament that I could have won, I finished 4th in that one, I believe, as well. It was a $200,000. Back then they used to pay out crazy money, which is a whole nother story, or a whole nother debate of why we don't have $200,000 tournaments anymore. I mean, 15 years ago, I was paying $3,000 entry fees and fishing for 200 grand. What's wrong with our sport? That is maybe we should bring that up in another podcast and really dive into that, because it's an interesting observation, really. This sport is awesome. This sport is growing, but yet it's not a sport that allows you to survive very well. I mean, we're fishing for mortgages, you know? I mean, like, that's not great. Thank goodness that I have a nice core group of sponsors, because without them, 100% would not be able to do this. So anyways, getting back to the tournament, $200,000, I think it was a Chevy Open back then. First day and the second day, I caught them on the river ledge, and I was doing what I was talking about, the waypoints, going up to where the stump was and casting a jig up there, or flipping a jig up there, those submerged stumps, and I was in second place. And I think Tommy Biffle was leading the tournament, if I remember correctly. So after the first 2 days, Tommy and I were in first and second. Day 3 of the tournament, the wind blew out of the west, which the way Wheeler runs, west wind, a hard west wind is a bad wind, blows across the flats. And sure enough, I mean, like 20 mile an hour west winds, and it muddied up the river, it muddied up the flats, it blew everything out. It was like really choppy. And so I was in scramble mode, and there was a little channel that came off the flats, and for whatever reason there was some clear water pushing out of that little drain. And I had about, back then we used to have a lot of people follow us as well, just kind of watch us fish. And I think I had about 6 or 8 fans following in their boats while I fished that whole day. They followed me on day 2 as well. On day 3, there was, again, 8 or 10 boats following me around, and it was all cool and everything, and they're all cheering me on. And I get on to this little clear water drain where there's just some water coming off the flat, clean, and I'm start catching them. My co-angler was a Japanese guy, and he was fishing, you know, of course, in the boat, trying to catch them as well. So he starts catching them pretty well. He ends up winning the co-angler day, because on day 3 was the final day for them. So he had like 15 or 16 pounds, something like that. And he ends up winning the tournament, which was awesome. And I caught, I don't know, 15, 16 pounds as well. And I don't know what place I was in going into day 4, but I was in the top 5. I might have been second or third. Had a real shot at winning this thing. And there was a lot of fish there. And I thought to myself, man, I can, because the wind was blowing again out of the west on the last day, I can go to that little drain, and without a co-angler there, I've got a real shot at catching a decent bag of fish. But like I said, we had about 8 or 10 locals following us that day. And one of the locals following me was a friend of mine that I knew real well. And he was watching us fish, and he was taking pictures and the whole 9 yards. And so he knew a lot of the people that were in that group of other anglers following me around. And this is where the story kind of goes south. And so let me just prep it like this. I know there's going to be some people that are going to drop the comment and say, it's a public lake, you don't own the lake, blah, 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 blah. I got it. I understand. So if you're going to say that, good. But I'm in a tournament. It's the final day on a Sunday. And here's the rub. Now, if it had been just any local boat showed up on a spot, you know, they have all the right to be there, 100%. But if it's one of the boats that followed me around and watched me fish that day, and then on Sunday they decide to fish in a local tournament that's at the boat ramp in Decatur, and I have to blast off down at First Creek, by the way, which is 45 minutes away. FLW doesn't even blast off till like 7. So I didn't even get down to Decatur till like 7:40. They blasted off in Decatur at like 6:30 in the morning. So this boat of these two local guys, I don't even know who they are. They went to my Clearwater drain and sat there and destroyed them for an hour straight. And when I pulled up, there was several other boats that were waiting on me to get there, and my buddy was one of them. Of course, he didn't say anything to me. I see some guys fishing when I pull up, and I see them strapping their rods down, and they leave. Like, as soon as they see me, they take off. So I don't know what they've caught. I don't know anything. So I pull up there, and I'm fishing all around, and I catch a few, but it's not anything going on real well. I catch a couple fish, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? This isn't good. So I leave, I scramble, I run up the Flint River, I throw a frog. I can't even remember exactly what I caught that day, but I ended up scrounging up enough to catch, I think, about a 10 or 12 pound bag. Finished 4th. Well, when the dust settled at the weigh-in, my buddy was there, and he was like, man, I hate to tell you what happened today. And of course, I couldn't say anything on the water, but those local guys, they fished a tournament, and they were fishing your spot, and they caught 18 pounds before you got there, and they won their little tournament, of course. And it literally, this is the sad part, this is what kind of rubs me even more wrong, it was literally a boat ramp tournament with like 20 people in it. They won $200. Like, I mean, not even joking. Like, it was like a couple $100 first place tournament. They won it, but that's bad. Like, that's bad. Again, public lake, they can do what they want, but the fact that you followed me around and you watched me fish, whether you knew about that spot or not, that's beside the point. It's just respect, right? I mean, you're going to watch me fish all day long. You know I'm coming back. You know it's the final day. You know I'm fishing for $200,000. And somehow in your mind, you thought it would be smart for them to go fish that spot before I got there. That's what their whole thought was. We'll just fish here for an hour or two until he gets there, then we'll leave. Like, that was somehow okay. Well, they caught the fish that I probably would have caught. And 16 pounds that day would have won the tournament for me. So I don't know if I'd have caught 16, but I think I'd have had a good shot at it. So I consider that like getting robbed. I got robbed. You know, again, it'd have been totally different if it had just been some random dude in a tournament, had no idea I was fishing there or whatever, and rolled in there and fished. But the fact that they watched me fish, the fact that it's not even a big tournament, the fact that I'm in the final day, I mean, all those reasons, pretty bad. So anyways, that was a sad moment for sure. So anyways, that was kind of a bummy deal, but you know, that happened. I was like 10 or 12 years ago, maybe even longer, a long time ago. But since then, you know, I've been back a couple times. I remember another tournament that was pretty cool. It was really cold. It was a February event. This is a neat story. February event. And I think it was on day 2, and it was super cold. And there were some discharge pipes over there on the side where there's some factories, like a 3M factory and stuff. And there's some pipes that come out with water, and the water is warmer coming out of those factories. And so these school of fish were all wadded up in that current right in front of that little discharge pipe. And I was catching them on different things, little crankbaits and whatnot. And I had a co-angler with me. And he was in the back of the boat. And man, all of a sudden he started catching them. He was throwing kind of down the bank away from me. And there was a little eddy down there a little bit. And he started catching some nice fish. And of course, I spun the boat around after he caught 3 or 4. Got in position and caught a few, and then he caught a few more. And he's having like this crazy good day. He's got this mega bag of fish, you know, for that time of the year. And man, he was kicking my butt. I think I had like 4 fish for like 10 or 11 pounds, and he had 5 for like 18 or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, God almighty, dude. What in the world?
I saw the car jump and I said it's too late.
Wow. Dude, that boat got airborne, dude. I'm serious.
Good thing we had it strapped down now.
Wow. Okay. I don't even know where I was in the story. That was crazy. Scenic route gone bad. But he ended up catching a really good bag of fish, and he finally gave me the crankbait. I mean, he was crushing them, and he's like, "Here, dude, try this crankbait for a minute." And I was like, I kind of need to try it. I was stuck on 4 fish for some reason. I couldn't get my 5th one, and I tied it on, and I caught a couple nice fish and finished out my limit. Made the cut, and so I got to fish on day 3, and then I caught him again on day 3, and then on day 4. This is the cool part of the story. Larry Nixon ended up winning the tournament. You want to talk about instinct? You want to talk about like the grit of these old school guys like Nixon and my dad and Hank, and just, you know, those old time dudes. They just have that. They just smell it. You know, they just know what to do. They just wake up. Yeah. So we take off out of Second Creek early in the morning. Of course, it's kind of foggy. It's cold. I've got raw bundled up, and all 10 boats come out of Second Creek, and all 10 boats turn to go up towards Decatur because everyone's fishing up by Decatur. And I remember seeing Nixon all of a sudden do a big loop, and he turns around and he's hauling butt back to the ramp, towards the ramp. And I remember thinking to myself, he forgot something. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for him, dude. He forgot something. He's got to go back and go get whatever he's got to go get. And so I went on about my day, finished out the day, and I finished pretty good in the tournament. I might have been 4th or 5th in the tournament. So we get in, and Larry Nixon walks up on stage. I think it was a 20-pound bag he drops on the scale. And we're all like, wow. And then we started hearing what happened. And what he did, which was so cool, he was running down the lake. The conditions and how cold it was, he just had this instinct to turn around and go flip a jig on this bluff wall in Second Creek. He drove by it. I guess it just looked good or whatever. He felt it. And he turned the boat around and went back to that bluff wall in Second Creek, a place that he supposedly never even practiced. Picked up a jig, started flipping that bluff wall with a jig, and caught a 20-pound bag and won the tournament. So, you know, that's pretty cool stuff right there. That's old school fishing at its finest. So those are a couple good stories from Wheeler, and I'm hoping this week will be one of those memorable trips as well. I'm really feeling it, man. I have no idea what to expect exactly, but we're just going to get out here for 3 days, put our head down, be smart about it, and figure out how to catch these fish and figure out how to win this tournament. Dang, dude, this has got me all kind of spun out. Oh my gosh, dude! Look at all this grass. Look at all this grass, dude.
Next time I go fish.
What in the world? Wow.
Is that all hydrilla and stuff?
All milfoil and hydrilla. In Wheeler, the next lake down doesn't have it.
Really?
Now, how is that possible?
They spray it? I don't know.
Dude. That is some world famous fishing right there, dude. Oh, it looks good.
You've never been here?
I've fished your stuff a lot. Never been in the store. This is cool. It's the second tackle shop on this one trip.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Look at this thing.
They've got everything in here. This Scottsburg Tackle. You know, you can go online and order stuff as well, but pretty legit seeing all the stuff in here. I mean, the shelves are packed, and they got all the good swim baits. It's set up. Oh man, you got jerseys on the wall? I need to send you one.
Yeah, why not?
I'll send you one. You got a spot right there you can put it.
I've got a spot right there. That right there is going to be, well, we haven't got to put it together yet. But Watson's is going right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did buy some baskets, so I need to get the heads I needed. I don't know what else.
2 bags.
It's serious, dude. Really, yep. And it's the one year that, like, you know, it's not like I've been setting the world on fire. I've made some good money, but why do I need to buy this much tackle before the tournament? I don't know.
And you'll probably use like two things.
Yeah, there's
out
a
of
good
there?
chance that I probably won't use but maybe 1 or 2 things out of here. But the 1 or 2 things could make a huge difference, and they will. I did need some good heads. I did need some Bastrix. There's a couple things in there I needed that I didn't have. I went to space camp, and I was it was fun. It was like a week. We're right there, space camp.
In Huntsville.
Space camp operations right there. There it is. And we all had our own like rank, and I was the pilot of the space shuttle. We did like all the underwater things and drove like the shuttle, the little fake shuttle around. We did a whole mission. We didn't die. I made it to the moon and back, or wherever we went. I can't remember. Somewhere.
That one.
That's it.
That one right there. Yeah.
Well, we'll at least put. Yeah, we're good here because it's not a through traffic deal. So somebody can park out here. That's it, right?
Yeah. You
Nice.
can probably fit the boat in the garage there. Keep going, you're good. Keep going.
Last time I was here, I had a bone to pick on this lake. It's actually I'm really excited. We're gonna have a good tournament, dude. It's a lot of fun. This place is a lot of fun. It's not I mean, there are some deep spots, but it's shallow ledge fishing. It's just cool. We're gonna have a good tournament. We're gonna have fun, dude. We're gonna catch a lot of fish. Man, look at that house. Oh, heck yeah. We're at the Kirklands. They live here. It's a nice
Oh, we got a dock and everything.
The Kirklands.
Yeah.
I must have 4 kids and 4. Oh, never mind. That's never mind. Heck yeah. Got our own backyard. You can sit out. There's your bed, by the way.
I'm sleeping.
That's where you're sleeping, dude.
Should have brought a tent.
Dude, this is great, actually, dude. Oh, this is actually really good.
Dang. Oh, it's like one of the rain showers or something. What's that called?
Rain shower.
Rain shower?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's more natural. It opens your pores up more because it's more of a natural thing. See it in there? AC anywhere?
Found candy.
There is no AC.
Dang, I'm really sleeping outside, aren't I?
You might be.
That's it.
No one kidding. Here, man. Tired of holding this. You've had it all year, haven't you? Baby. Oh, look at my little buddy.
She's a little rough.
Oh my gosh, what happened here? She fall off your dash?
Did I do that?
You're the only one who's had it.
Definitely something wrong. Oh, get some dang.
Did you hear that?
You just cursed it on your side.
Did you hear that?
I'll probably get it back for sure now. He just busted him up.
Canterbury don't deserve it after he let our house fall through at Smith. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
Hey, maybe someone has a house at Smith. This video will be out by then.
Yeah. Anybody got a place for us to stay at Smith Lake?
Yeah, that's
Text
Canterbury.
or call.
Canterbury said again.
555.
I ain't worried about it, man. I ain't worried about it. All right. Huh?
I know.
I'd stay at my house. I said, dude, I'm not driving from your house. I'm not doing it, dude, because that tournament's going to be so important the first thing in the morning from daylight till 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
Be tough to get on the water at daylight.
You won't
when
make
you're
it, dude.
an
I
hour
won't
away.
make it.
When have you ever made it on the water?
I will here. And that's my point. I'll be 10 o'clock before I get down there.
Yeah, where's the... There's
Right there.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That'd be
This
10
is, where are we exactly? I didn't even look.
Decatur Flats are right there.
No kidding.
Yep.
You did
So
good.
when we take off in the mornings for tournament day, we launch right here, and we drive 4 miles that way, and we pull into the marina where we launch from.
I should have just said, this is almost what I said. And then I said, no, I know better because I know what he's going to spend.
Yeah.
I almost said, just whatever you get, just get me the same thing. He'd have handed me a receipt for $1,000. God,
3 bags.
man, all this hair jigs and big swim baits, they don't bite that stuff anymore, man. Asterix, they don't bite none of this stuff anymore. Big giant swim bait. God, almighty, how about that for a hover hook? Jeez. How big is that weight?
3/4.
God almighty. What a damn hook. They sniff on that thing, it's over. You know, apparently everybody's snagging them with forward-facing sonar.
That's
now.
all I'm gonna do.
You go snag a 30-pound catfish in the back with that damn thing. You'll be busy for an hour. You didn't say that.
So when you got the evolved ones, which one did you get?
I got a bunch of the casting models, and I got a bunch of the spinning rod models. I got a few of the shorties too.
Yeah.
But I like them all. I've got that one. I've got several of those, and then dude, you look. Here's my rod box. Don't mind the trophy, boy. I'll put it right there. But yeah, I think they even store better.
Yeah.
There ain't no hook getting in them either.
When I first saw online this material, and I thought, yeah, that's going to get a hook in it. You won't be able to get it out.
That's exactly what you think.
And I thought that for a long time, and then so I kept using the other kind, the little springy kinds, you know. And dude, I tore up more rods with those than anything because the guides would get stuck in the mesh. The guides would get stuck in the mesh, and so you'd pull the rods out and it would dink them up, and then all of a sudden I was losing guides, pulling them right out of the glue. And so yeah, same thing. I reached out. I met him at a tackle show in Texas, and I reached out to him, and he sent me a bunch of them. And dude, they're awesome. I use the spinning rod ones for obviously spinning rods, but I actually have the spinning rod ones that I use for. I'll put like 2 bait casters in one spinning rod.
When you're just storing rods?
Yeah, if I have 2 jig rods, for example,
yeah.
like if I got a 1/2 ounce and a 3/4, I know that these are the 2 I'm going to use every time.
Yep.
I put 2 of them in there. So
That's
that way,
a good idea.
Yeah, that way it keeps it where when you're getting ready in the mornings, you pull your rods out. So look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they store better. All my rods in my rod boxes have them on them too.
What are we doing, Matt?
Facing to go teach y'all the game of pickleball, one of the fastest growing
excited.
sports in America.
Hey, what do you need that? Oh, I thought it was a stick. I'm excited about this pickleball thing.
You should be. It's the most awesome sport in the world, right behind bass fishing.
Skinnies, Matt.
I'll play skinnies. She's trying to sound like he knows what he's talking about. What's skinny, Scott?
It's where you suck in, you have to hold your breath.
Oh, you try to be skinny. Yep, skinnies.
Just to
We're
hold
gonna
your
play
breath the whole
skinnies.
time?
Which one you want to use? Get your paddle.
I might use this.
Did you bring your balls?
Yeah, I got my balls and my paddle.
Soft touch. Is it 4? Yeah, 4.6. I knew that was going to turn out.
He went by twice. He got to the second.
It's like Scott was
I
going
ducked
back.
down. I ducked down. That's pretty accurate.
That way you keep it 9.4. He's accurate. You ducked down. He's accurate.
I'm
Right
so
where I was
lucky.
going to go. League 1. Yeah, he's 1. Go. Good shot. You. Thank you. Out. You. If I hurt myself, I'm blaming on you. 2-2-1. Oh, that was nasty.
That was nasty too. That was even more nasty. Oh my gosh. That thing went crazy.
$5. Here we go, McCoy. You ready? 4 up.
Oh, you didn't. You almost had a golden pickle.
Where I start? I start over here, right?
Yeah, it's 04.
Playing to 5.
Got
that one go, but it's more fun to hit it.
Matt went undefeated.
How many calories you burn? What's your watch say?
My watch says time to go eat.
As much as I hate to wear a watch, I need to get one. I get so mad when I go play pickleball and have no idea how many. I'll play for 3 hours and have no idea how many steps I did or nothing. It's addictive.
Coming right over us.
Dark red.
Look at that, dude. Oh.
See that funnel cloud over there? Oh, there's that good pond right there.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Yo, go home.
Dude,
Go home.
I hope you got that.
I did. Yeah, dude.
It's been a heck of a day, dude. This is one of the better travel days that we've had, and more interesting ones, because we're about to get hit by a tornado. We're going to finish the video off, probably with.
Ooh.
It's bad. So today was eventful. I'll tell you what we had today, Matt. You'll appreciate this. Yep. We stopped and met a 75 or 80-year-old dude that was in Vietnam and the 6-Day War. He was on the.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking cool.
The Normandy?
USS Midway.
Midway. He was on the Midway, dude.
Wow.
And talked to him. Hulk Hogan came by, said hi, rolled his window down, gave him a little what's up. What's up, brother? And we played pickleball today. And we kept Matt up till 10:30.
It's a world record for me.
Like by
It's the latest I've ever been up.
By hours.
It's 10:20. I have to go straight to bed now.
Dude, that's so scary.
All right, which way we going in?
Probably the front door.
Real fast shower, go straight to bed real fast.
Real fast shower, go to bed fast.
You acting like you hurt or something.
He's already asleep. You asleep? Wow, tornado's about to hit us. He said, that'd be good. He goes, that'd be good. He's sleeping.
He's good at it. He's like a 4'6".
Yeah.
God, how you know numbers, Ken? I'm impressed.
What am I?
He must study.
What am I, Matt?
You really want me to judge your
Yeah.
pickleball skills?
2'8".
Probably not
He's
accurate.
above a 2. He's probably a 3.
3-3, baby.
He's over a 3-0. He's past 3-0 status.
That should be. So for me, I have that rigged up. I have this rigged up. Kind of the same thing, but a different type of head, which is the jig head. It's a lighter head. So there's a 3/4 ounce there, a half, and a 3/8. Brand new 7-inch. Is that dangerous? Right there. Rigged up on, I think 17. And it's on a big rod as well. Okay. So 4 swim bait rods. Crankbait on 12. Hair jig on 12. Worm. Big worm. A big shaky head. We have a football jig. Chatterbait. We have a jerkbait and a lipless crankbait. That's basically it, other than now I have some drop shot stuff and a few other little things. A little minnow, I have a minnow deal. Can't leave home without it, right? A little minnow thing. And drop shot, which is rigged. Drop shot. I need to put a little spoon on that one. I need to rig up another minnow bait on this one. This is a neat lake because you can go down the lake, obviously, and fish deep. But for the experience that I've had here and the confidence that I have here on this lake is not necessarily down the lake. Now, there's a tail race bite that happens up towards Gunnersville Dam, actually. It could be, somebody's going to probably do well there. I don't know anything about that particular spot. I've heard that there's only like 2 spots that get on it. There may be 3. So I don't know where those spots are. I'm not even sure I'm a fool with it. And I'm not sure that's even a good time of the year to even fish up there. So for me, I'm just gonna spend all day tomorrow on the Decatur Flats, see what I can find. And try to find a couple areas that have some fish, find a couple ways to catch them. And that's it, guys. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm gonna go to bed. We're gonna put the rest of this tackle up here. Get up at 4:30 in the morning. We're gonna fish our tail off for 3 days in a row. So we're gonna do good. It's gonna be a good week. I'm excited about being here. This is the time of the year that I like, and that's that. It's been a great day. A lot of cool things happened in this video, guys. And I just want to again thank y'all for watching. I appreciate all the support. You guys are like family to me. I couldn't be doing this out here without y'all's support. So again, thank you so much for watching our channel. And do me a huge favor if you don't mind. Share the video out to as many people as you can. Especially if there's some other videos on the channel that you really thought were great. Do me a favor, put it on Facebook, share it out there. Let's get some more people watching these videos and all that good stuff. So also a huge thank you to all of y'all who have been buying all the merch. You guys have been awesome. Loving all the pictures you guys are posting on Instagram and tagging me. Keep doing that. And guys, we'll see you. We're gonna go to bed, get up in the morning and hit our hard. So good night. Bam!